Hey everybody, thank you for joining us this evening on Sunday. You're missing out on probably D&D Live and Game of Thrones, and we really, really thank you for it. We've got a little slice of it on Max's background. But yeah, so tonight we're gonna jump right back into our story where we we run through Urban Shadows, Juneau, What Darkness Cost, as presented by Variant Roles. I'm your Master of Ceremonies, Taryn Winnie, and you can find me pretty much here. He, him, and I'm just gonna pass it right off to Knox.
Hi, I'm Nox. She, her. Daphne, the vampire I'm playing, also she, her. You can also find me here on Variant Roles. You can also find me on Twitter at the Twitter handle that's below my face. That's it.
Sorry, I couldn't unmute my thing for whatever reason. Max, you're up.
I'm sorry, no, you will refer to me as His Grace, Max of the House McLaren, first of his name, King of the Andals and the First Men, Lord of the Seven Kingdoms and Protector of the Realms. Thank you very much. But I'm Max. I go
How about
by
canceled?
There's only one episode left. Come on. And no cancel culture here. And I'm playing Red Abernathy, the normie human who's completely out of his element, and the aware of the group who's just a private investigator with no amazing powers that rip people apart or make them teleport or anything.
Awesome.
I'm so out of place.
Maria.
Hello. I am Maria, she, they. I am at Happy Capster on most places you can find me on the internet. I am playing Kay Belton, they, them, who is a somewhat troubled tainted who may have committed murder last session. No big.
There's no real may about it, but sure. Just some light murder, as Matt pointed out in chat.
Casual slaughter.
Matthew.
Hi, muted in two places. Hey. And people say I'm the bad guy. I am Matthew Foreman at Matthew W. Foreman on Twitter. I use he/him pronouns, and I play Peter Poindexter, who is a ghost, a specter is the playbook, and he also uses he/him pronouns. Yeah, that's everything.
Okay, and last but definitely not least, Ty.
I'm Ty. I use he/him pronouns. You can find me here and on Dice Priori on Tuesdays. I am playing Brody. I am the druggy oracle of the group, and I'm ready to go.
All right. So we're gonna do something a little different. I feel like rolling the chance dice here. I'm gonna include myself in this, but I'm gonna roll a d6 and see who does the recap. 6. It is Ty.
Cool. So last time on Urban Shadows, we Daphne pretty much got ready for her party. She just kind of she chilled emotionally, just got herself centered for that. Brody got interviewed by Officer Emma, and she was real harsh. And I told her, not wanting to throw Benji or Daphne under the bus, I told her about Drug Saruman, the wizard with the cocaine. And then she let me go home, and I just slept because I was stressed. And then there was Peter and Red. They took the car to go see another Fae opium dealer? Some sort of drug dealer that was a Fae in the woods, Mildred. They talked for a little bit, and then good old Peter decided to stay after and give her the 411 on Daphne, which is just shady as shit. During this time, our good friend Kay just committed just straight up murder on a lot of people. It was fucking badass. I wish I was there, because they turned into this horrifying monster, and it was real cool. And murdered a bunch of people with their brother. And after they left, Peter just teleported right on in next to Kay, and that's where we left off. That's
So,
about
yeah.
all Brody got.
Thank you for
Perfect.
doing that in character. That was
Yeah,
That
amazing.
was perfect.
Yeah. We need Brody as like a unreliable narrator character for the
Yeah.
rest of this.
That happened.
Distracted all the time.
Yeah. But so I think we left off in a pretty intense moment as Kay had made their way to land after, some, as we've put it, light to medium murder.
Rare
It's-
to medium rare murder.
Yeah, medium done murder,
Triple murder.
triple
Pretty well done,
homicide.
actually. It's pretty-
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
pretty well done.
Her brother Xavier the Third nowhere to be seen, or their brother nowhere to be seen. Yeah, and little did they know a friend of theirs was going to pop in, um, being being the operative word, as Peter appears before Kay. I think. What do you do?
Well, Kay, as soon as they land, just immediately transforms back in like a shaded or a like a tree-filled area a little bit out of sight, but near a road of some kind, and like instantly just starts kind of like pacing back and forth while they're texting Xavier and then reading the text from Red, and is that they are sweating profusely and just kind of staring at their phone and staring like at the ground as they're kind of just pacing back and forth waiting for Xavier to come and pick them up. And I don't think Kay notices that Peter's there unless Peter does anything. Also, I think we established, I don't know if we established it on stream, Kay does not know who Peter is. They have never met. Well, Kay has never met Peter. But I don't think unless like Peter makes himself known that Kay actually sees or notices that he's there. Because they're a little bit too focused.
Yeah, they got the blinders on.
Yep. Panic blinders.
So you're in
They're
a so you're in a wooded area texting, having just transformed back into your human visage.
Yeah.
I will say, it's a beautiful night tonight, don't you think?
The fuck?
I'm right here. I'm gonna step out in plain view. Hello, Kay.
Okay, slowly reaches towards the sword towards the gun that they took. That's kind of still back.
Peter opens up his arms. Take your shot.
Who are you?
I'm Peter Poindexter, former civil administrator.
Okay.
I've been watching you for some time, attempting to keep you safe when I could.
Okay.
I've come tonight because after watching you for these past few months, I believe that you should be made aware of something if you haven't been already.
I've had a pretty busy night.
Yeah.
Can we rewind to the facts back a couple, just a bit? You've been watching me?
It's what I do. I'm a ghost.
Oh, a ghost. That explains everything. Why have you been watching me?
To help you, of course. It's what I used to do for a living, help people. And in my afterlife, I aim to do the same. I can't even say it with a straight face. I aim to do the same.
Okay.
there is an event occurring here very soon. A dinner at a lodge. You're invited to attend. Your friends will be there. People you pretend to care about will be there.
What do you know about me? Like, how long have you been watching me? Are you working for anyone?
No. Not anymore.
I don't know if I believe you.
I don't know if that triggers a persuade, or... I don't know how this works.
Let me check moves, because I think this is our first player-on-player move.
Yeah, I don't know if that's a thing in Urban Shadows, or...
Yeah, let me check my notes.
Let me grab my dice!
Did you really forget your dice again?
Oh, you have no idea. Every single time. Every single time. I can't remember my dice for the life of me.
I brought one that's like clear and looks like a ghost because I knew this would happen.
Nice. In my defense, I only play tabletop RPGs 9 times a week, so it's hard to remember. When you don't do something that often, it's hard to remember.
Yeah, so persuade is specifically an NPC move.
Okay.
So some of these are like figure someone out. That's you can do that on another character, but
then
Can I
maybe
do that?
there it is.
yeah.
Because
Yeah,
that is basically what I'm trying to do is figure out who the hell this is.
Yes. So roll with mind to figure someone out.
Where's my mind? It's not very good. I rolled a 4.
All right. On a miss, you get nothing.
Sweet. Awesome.
Great, thanks.
So,
Sweet.
and Peter, you're trying to do the same.
No, I'm not trying to figure her out. I'm trying to
Okay.
manipulate her. Manipulate them.
So, I mean, the best way to manipulate someone is to cash in a debt.
Oh.
Let me just point out that
Thank
base
you.
mechanic of the entire system.
Hey, thanks, showrunner.
I know that's my job.
Listen, I'm going to cash in a debt.
Awesome.
I have 2 on you.
So what you can do when you cash in a debt with a player is you can have them do it a favor at a moderate cost, lend a hand to your efforts, get in the way of someone else, answer a question honestly, erase a debt they hold on someone, or give you a debt they hold on someone else. So, lend a hand sounds pretty accurate right now.
Yes.
So,
listen, whether you know it or not, you owe me. And all I'm asking is for you to show up at a dinner and make sure that both sides stay civil.
I'm gonna look down at my phone and quickly text Red in front of Peter, just not even acknowledging him for a second, and say and ask know anything about a dinner ?
Yes.
What kind of?
So are you just gonna stay silent the whole time, or should I?
No. I'll leave it. I'll let it sit for a second. But while I'm waiting for a reply, I'll say, what kind of dinner? What kind of people?
Oh, for me, sorry. I thought you were texting. Yes.
we should have thumbs up if you're texting, thumbs down if you're not.
Just use my freaking phone. Just use a phone. I got it. Physical props.
No props. We're not Carrot Top.
Well, I don't eat. Oh, I don't eat, so I forgot to ask about a menu. But the people in attendance will be like you and me. Except for one human who really doesn't belong there.
Okay, what's going to happen at this meeting?
Well, I think that what will happen at the meeting is that the fate of our little village here in the far north will be decided. That the course of its destiny will be rectified. Because the two ladies sitting down to that particular table to negotiate are about the two baddest women in this entire town. Present. Oh, no, not present company, excluding your own one.
I read.
The text would say, as it took me forever to type it out on my old flip phone. Heard about dinner from some stoner oracle. Not too much detail. May go. If you go, do you need backup?
I'll just reply with a thumbs up emoji. And I'll put my phone away. Okay. Where is it?
It's in a lodge known as the Elysium. Right? Yeah, the Elysium Lodge. Yeah. It's in the mountains. I would draw you a map, but it's a bit hard.
I
for
know
me.
where it is. I've been there.
Oh, good.
Okay. Is this gonna keep happening? You just
Appearing?
being?
Yes.
'Cause that will be very inconvenient. Okay. I'm gonna ask if you don't do that, especially around any of my family or anyone else at all. Really. This is a little uncomfortable for me.
I'm just trying to help.
Well, it would be nice if I could see what you were doing to help me, because right now I'm just going on your word that you are, and that's why I'm going to this dinner. So will your glorious presence also be at this dinner?
I absolutely will be.
Fantastic. I look forward to it even more now. Kay's gonna look like past the tree lines to see if Xavier's car is anywhere in sight and kind of keep checking their phone kind of every, 5 seconds, even though it's definitely on like vibrate.
So are you honoring the debt?
Yes, I am.
Okay, so make sure to mark each other's factions. So that's Knight and Wild, respectively.
Cool.
So
I already have wild marked, so.
I already have night marked. Dang it, if it was only the other way around.
So
Lowering one debt. Okay, good. We're good there.
But yeah, I think we'll who still has stuff going on today? Red. What are you up to right now? Because you just met with Mildred and are you heading back to the city? What are you up to?
Yeah, I'm probably gonna head back to the probably go back to Steven's place, and I don't think I'm gonna go in and say to Steven at the bar at the Narrows. So I don't think it's gonna be very safe for me to go back to my hotel for a while. So mind if I use the safe house?
Definitely. Now I got a little something I need to talk to you about anyway. It's probably best if you stay here anyway. So yeah, got something I need to kind of pull you in for. If it makes sense. Because he does have that one debt on you, correct?
He does.
Yep.
I owe let's see. Owed by oh damn, did I close it? I think I closed it. Just gonna bring up my character sheet here again. It
'Cause
is
Steve helped you out,
I.O.
right?
Steven. Yes,
Yep.
I.O. Steven. I leveraged some stuff on it.
So, from what I hear, you're getting pulled in on some things, right? And he's kind of like ushering you into the back room.
Yep, I keep my mouth shut till we're back there.
Yeah. And as he goes back there, he's kind of talking, and he goes back to that back wall, and it's just lined with bookshelves. And he sort of reaches up, kind of pulls one down, and it swings inward. Let's keep walking.
And I go.
And you walk in, and this thing is just there's like tool benches, like there's like a line, you know, in those in all of the action movies where they've got all of the weapons lined up. He's got crossbows and silvered swords and like holy water and all the stuff you would think that a veteran might hold on to from their old hunting days. Now, try to stay out of things. I try to keep neutral around here. That's why people come in. That's why people go out. But there's some shit going on in this city. Shit that people like you and me, normies, yeah, man, normies, we got to protect those who are unaware, you know. And there's a fella in town who means to pretty much stop what's gonna happen.
One of the good guys, or
One of the good guys, yeah. He's a new player. He's a wizard.
wizard, you say?
Mm-hmm.
Happen to be friends with some Fey folk?
I couldn't tell you that. I couldn't tell you even who he is, but I can tell you that there are people out there looking for him. And he could use a hand.
Yeah, I kind of know about people looking for him. They hired a private eye.
Kind of gives you a look that you.
Sadly, yep. They apparently didn't like that I was looking for that kid vampire, and took him in no uncertain terms told me to stop looking for him and start looking for this wizard.
Well, and what I'm about to ask of you won't be easy. I need you to.
Let me.
Nope. Go ahead.
I hold up my hand with my swollen purple fingers and say, "They forgot the basic etiquette of hiring a private eye. You don't sprain his freaking fingers when trying to make a job deal. So I am definitely not helping them."
It's good to hear.
So what do you need, and what can I do to help out with this?
Sort of what you've been inquired to do before, but I need you to make contact, make him an ally, and help him finish his task. So
May have maybe already on that. I was up in the forest talking to a pretty prominent seaman Faye character, and she's going to hook me up with a meeting in exchange for something, sadly, but part of the job, right?
you can say that again. But yeah, just make contact, get him here if you can. If not, just help him do what he needs done, so we can keep things from getting too shitty around here.
If I won't get him here, I'm going to get him to that safe house you let me a little further outside of town, just in case I needed to lay low out there.
Yeah. You need anything, by the way? I got a stock room here if you anything that.
Well, I lost my gun, so if you have one of these to spare, something a little more potent than a snub nose. I've been assaulted by werewolves, vampires, and douchebag wizards, so I'm thinking silver bullets, whatever hurts vampires.
I mean, normal bullets can work fine, but if you're looking for something a little more potent, yeah, we can work something out.
Take one of those silver daggers too, just to keep up the sleeve.
Okay. So yeah, so he's cashing a debt on you for you to lend a hand. So you can mark mortal if that's the case. So
All right, so where's that one off? And now I mark immortal. All right, so I'm just going to get some shut-eye. There's some kind of shindig going on. I wasn't directly invited, but I got a couple people I've met who've mentioned it, and I may just go to lend some backup.
Okay, so is that all you want to do the rest of the day?
Yeah, I'm just gonna get my rest and process and prepare.
Okay, I guess. Okay. Are you sure? You might get sick. If you stop all at once, it might kill you.
I'll pull out my flask and say, if I get jitters, I'll just grab some of this.
Okay. And I guess with that, we'll cut back over to Kay and Peter. If you guys have anything else you want to finish up, or were you guys done with your scene? Were you good?
I think I was just waiting for
Xavier.
Any sign of.
Yeah, I think after like 10 minutes, he kind of like he pings your location, pulls up. Just how does Peter leave? Does he just vanish and?
Oh yeah, I do. I just like ghost out and just like.
So creepy. Yeah,
I love it.
And that's kind of the sentiment Kay has. Like, Peter just like vanishes and like, are you still here?
Hello.
Hello.
Gotcha. So if that's Xavier picks you up, you guys can talk a little bit if you want to.
Yeah, Kay like flops in the chair and like just like tosses their phone onto the dashboard and just
What? All right.
yeah, just drive.
That I'm doing that right now. So if you need anything else, I can do that too. It's. I mean. So that went away.
Yeah, that. Yep. That went somewhere.
Well, job's done. So that's. I mean. It's a thing, and being dad can handle the allegations or anything like that. So.
Yeah. Remember that part where I killed a guy that was not the guys we were supposed to kill?
Yeah, happens.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, it doesn't just happen. That I don't do that.
I don't know. I mean, I kind of saw you do it, so.
Well, yeah, I just did that, but I don't. Z, you know me. You know I don't just kill people randomly. Like, there's a difference. There's a big difference. I'm not just like a contract killer who just goes out and.
Look, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have played it nonchalant. I'm sorry. Okay? It's literally our nature now. We are tainted by this thing.
Yeah, and whose fault is that? I didn't choose this. You might have, and that's like fine.
It's our family's thing. I mean, it's the only reason we're anything.
I'm sure it could have been a lot of things. This is not one of the ones on my list.
Well,
but here we are.
Are you going to complain about it, or are you going to make something of it? That's your two options, right? I mean, you can whine and pout and blame dad all you want, but I mean, it's your power now, and it's your pact. I do my thing. Dad does his thing. You got to do your things. And when the time comes, sister will do her thing. So, and he's just gonna drive back in silence the rest of the way.
Yeah, Kay just kind of sits there and just doesn't say anything else.
I'm curious if that and does any intimacy moves.
Well, if they have a debt on someone, then I would get one.
Yeah, Xavier actually does have a red. On a red, you can take his debt on red.
Wait, not Xavier is. Oh yeah, I get Xavier Belton the second.
Oh,
that's my dad.
Dang it!
That's the
I
dad.
thought that was
I
gonna
get
be
the dad.
great. I don't
That
think
was
Xavier
gonna
the
be
third. That
amazing.
was sorry.
No.
My notes they
That
are
was a bit.
separated in my notes, but it's hard to differentiate 2 and 3 eyes.
She said they've already got 4 on me. I don't need it.
Oh, that would have been great. But
Cash them all in at the same time. Just be like, here's a debt.
Go jump off a bridge.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's the only intimacy move that I have is if
Okay, yeah,
they're
yeah.
interested, then I
If you
get one
had-
of their debts that they have on someone.
No, it doesn't have to be a PC.
Mm-hmm.
Xavier probably has debts on some people. Is there anyone you can think of that you would want a debt on that you could maybe transfer from your brother?
The only one I can think of that I would care about too much would be for either my sister or my father.
I think you get a debt from your brother for your father. So your dad owes you something now.
Okay. Hey, Dad.
So don't forget to mark that down. But yeah, your dad owes you a debt now. So family drama.
I'm here for it.
I know. I love it too. It's tasty. But yeah, so I think if that finishes up the actions today, we're gonna jump to tomorrow. And since we haven't seen anything from Brody or Daphne for a while, I think we'll kick it off with Brody. What are you up to today in preparation of this dinner?
I think after a nice long rest, I'm gonna hit up Benji. Cause like I'm driving anyhow, so like I'll just go there right in the morning.
What's up, man?
Not much. Like we got this dinner. We got these nice eats later tonight. I thought we'd
Yeah.
we'd prep. We'd
Great, man.
pregame.
Ooh. What you thinking? Like, what do you want pregame?
What do I want to What do you got that's new and exciting? Cause like it's been a stressful couple days, man, and I feel like it's gonna be a stressful night. So like, what do you got that's new and interesting?
I talking like hardcore shit, man, or do you want something a little more mellow?
Well, I don't want to be like passed out on the dinner table and like my face in mashed potatoes, but like,
Do you want to ride?
yeah, like a nice ride, like a roller coaster, but not a very intense one.
Okay. I don't know what kind of drugs would produce that, but it's not my area of expertise as a human being. But yeah. I'm trying to think of something. It's a nice ride. Shrooms?
Yeah, my man, let's do it.
All right, man, let's do this. So, yeah.
They're not gonna want to eat.
And he produces a small bag.
Yeah.
I have a small bag of shrooms. Just going to. Here we go. Yeah.
So, man. He just kind of says something and then just trails off.
Yeah, man, I agree.
Yeah.
I do.
Right.
These are good. They're real good.
What?
Like, yeah. Just zone out till it's dinner time.
Yep. Awesome. Oh, amazing. Daphne, what are you doing to prepare for this evening? You are playing
Daph.
host.
Yeah, so I'm just going into the kitchen, making sure all of the dishes that I'm asking them to make are, steady on course, taste testing, offering corrections here and there, um, getting like wine and spirits, making sure that all those are available, setting up a nice
Peter?
table.
Spirits, Peter.
um, making sure that a nice table for two is set up down in the happy house, like a little round table.
Table for two.
Yep. Reconfirming that all my other plans are in place. That when I give like the signal that any like ways in and out of the happy house are sealed. Yeah, I don't expect like any major. I know that what I'm getting ready to do is dangerous, but I'm not expecting the level of fuckery that is around the
That's
corner.
going on.
Yeah,
Okay.
that is getting
Are
ready to
you
greet me.
calling? Are you talking to anybody during the day, like doing that, or are you kind of just
I
focusing
think
on your own stuff?
I think I'll probably text Brody, just be like, "Hey, don't forget this is the time," because if memory serves, I would have asked them to come like at least like an hour or something in advance of Mildred. So I just like text to confirm, like, "Hey, here's the time. Really excited. Looking forward to having both of you here. Let me know when you're on the way." That sort of business. But that's basically it.
We're gonna leave in like 20. Like, what's on the menu? What are you dishing out?
Christ.
Come and find out. It is all very good.
Gosh, I hope it's Cheetos. We'll be there in 30.
I don't respond. Just wait.
I would like to
Fuck you.
cash in one debt to appear with Daphne. But before I do that, I would like to mark a corruption to only have sound, because I don't want her to be able to see me and I don't want her to be able to touch me.
Okay.
Yeah, you better not.
So I will mark a corruption, and then I will cash in the debt that I have, one of the debts I have on Daphne, to appear where she is.
I think I'm just like making the rounds through the lodge, waiting for Brody and Benji. Like I'm like walking through like one of the like main area, like common areas. Like, how are you doing? Do you need anything? Great. I'm so glad to hear you're having a good time.
I'll wait till she's alone.
Oh,
I think
Peter, you're so damn creepy. I'm
just
sorry.
I'm gonna eventually like head towards like the front entrance since I'm expecting Brody and Benji to show soon.
As she's waiting there looking over the picturesque Juneau mountains, I will say, Daphne.
Peter?
No, it's the other person who regularly visits you as a disembodied voice.
Oh, you have humor today. I love it.
Yeah, I've been spending a lot of time with Brody.
Well, where are you? Why can't I see you? Why are you doing this again?
You know why. You know why you can't see me.
But I know that, but like, why did you make the decision to not show? What do you want? I'm busy.
As always, I'm here to help you.
Well, that sounds very trustworthy. Why don't you tell me more, Peter?
I know about your little soiree tonight. Your little dinner. We'll just skip past the part where you didn't invite me.
I am not having a bacchanal. I told you I was inviting you to that.
But I like a nice dinner party with the movers and shakers as much as anyone.
That's what a bacchanal is. What are you complaining about? What is this about, Peter?
As any good friend, I did some legwork for you tonight to help grease the wheels, make sure everything goes and spins in your favor. So would you like to hear what I have?
Keep talking.
Yeah. What? Oh, am I that creepy? Are we okay? Reminded that we have safety tools. No X or N. It's just me, guys. Hi, I'm your friend.
Okay, I'm here.
This Mildred, I went and saw her, got her talking. She let on, I think, a bit more than she ever intended. She is willing to deal with you, whatever means necessary, but her goal is to get you under her thumb. You have competing interest in this town when it comes to what you trade in. She's going to try to maneuver you under her thumb, and I think if she can't do that, then I do think she will try to eliminate you. That is secondary to the following concern, which is this solstice that's coming up. It's got everyone in a tizzy. Everyone's moving around, dancing.
Oh, hi, yes, go inside. Someone will help you with your luggage, don't worry.
Everyone in a tizzy, and they're all trying to make sure they come out on top. Some factions are working with one another. Mildred, I think, may be working with this powerful wizard that's in town. But whatever it is that this solstice means, it's going to realign the whole fucking paradigm in this city. So let's make sure that the members of the night come out on top.
What is this wizard's name?
I do know that it's Conrad, yeah?
No, Conrad's the vampire.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my bad.
I actually don't know the one wizard's name.
I don't know his name. I just know he's scary, powerful, and he's got...
That one is Sirius. There's
Sirius.
a different wizard, so that what Red is looking for. So Sirius is the bad motherfucker.
Yeah, and that's the one I talked to Mildred about.
Yes, true.
Yeah. His name is Sirius. He's powerful. He's bringing forces together to make sure he gets control of the solstice.
All right.
So, I trust you to outmaneuver Mildred tonight, but if you don't and shit goes sideways, we might have someone who can ensure that blood to blood we come out on top. Her name is Kay Belton. No, sorry, their name is Kay Belton. They are an incredibly dangerous demon. And I invited them to your dinner party.
Are you fucking kidding me?
You can't be at all surprised.
This humor does not do you any favors.
I'm not joking. I am trying to help you.
All right. Do you want to stay for dinner, Peter?
Yes. And
Are you?
Okay.
If you stay, you can't just be a disembodied voice. That's rude.
I refuse to be physically corporeal.
Then you are not invited.
Remind you, you can cash in a debt.
I'm weighing the options, but I think it's...
I was talking about for Daphne.
Oh!
Or do you have any debts on Peter?
I don't know, because I don't have like a place to keep track of that on my character sheet.
You do. You keep track
If
of...
it's on roll 20, yeah, it's all the way on the bottom, under like your class moves.
Well, I only have places. Oh, Right. Okay. Never mind. Sorry, I got
Yeah.
it backwards.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got it
Yep.
backwards.
Not that he owes you, you owe him.
Right, yeah,
no,
yeah.
sorry.
Yeah.
I said that wrong, but you knew what I meant.
No, you're good. You're good.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna do that. I want to cash on my dad.
To have me
Dance
physical,
party.
physically at the
Stockpiling them
meeting.
for weeks, and now they're all gonna come out, like one after another.
Yeah. So I remind you, do your favorite moderate cost, lend a hand, get in the way of somebody, answer a question honestly, da da da. So
I will corporealize. I will mark. Excuse me.
Don't.
I will mark a corruption to use all three. See, hear, feel, or yeah, sound, sight, or whatever it is. Sound, sight, and feel. All three.
basically, you're there in
Yep.
like a physical
Yep.
form. Almost.
And I will do that in front of her. However, as I do that, that is going to give me a corruption move.
Yes. So if you're cashing the debt one, you mark night and night.
Yeah, I need
Both
I need night marked.
You're both night, so because you cashed in the debt, you marked each other's. So
This is awesome.
Nox, are you there?
Yeah. What? Sorry.
Because you cashed in the debt, it's you both mark night for faction.
Oh. Okay.
So.
See, I mark a corruption move to manifest in all three forms or just one. So I used the one before. Now I'm doing all three, and I have to mark a corruption in order to do that actually.
Yeah.
So you have just corrupted me, Daphne. And now I have a corruption move, which I will select.
What are you selecting?
See, possession is pretty freaking cool.
So to remind everybody at home and the audience, corruption is another mechanic. So like factions or debts, it's sort of built into the character sheet. So for progression, but if you get corrupted so much, your character returns as a threat as opposed to advancing.
However,
that way.
for this arc, I'm gonna go with telekinesis.
Okay, so you can throw things.
Up to the size of a car if I mark a corruption. I'm just gonna stare at Daphne as I materialize in my physical, completely present form. I'm gonna stretch out a hand. Like, do we have something here? Can we pull this off?
Oh, Peter. The wheels have been turning before you ever got your little see-through hands involved in anything. And I hold out a hand and I grab his whatever the fuck he feels like.
Cold.
Cold and clammy.
Well, guess what? The both of us do. So we are fucking two peas in a pod.
Roast bag of peas.
Cold and clammy as he was in life.
Oh, I love this so much. And I think we'll cut there for a moment. What's Red up to today?
Red's, since he heard about the thing from Brody, is actually probably going to go try and find Brody. Well, actually, no. Thinking of going to catch Brody, but is gonna probably gonna actually go to Kay's. Set up a meetup with Kay.
Okay.
Okay.
So you text Kay. What
Yeah.
time is this?
Probably would have woken up. I mean, I'm still at the bar. Probably would have woken up whenever Steven would have opened up the shop or
Okay.
came in to start
Probably
things.
about 9 or so.
Yeah. And it's just like ready to meet up.
You get a response. Yeah, where do you want to meet up?
The Narrows.
Be there when I get there.
I'll start the day off with the right breakfast beer.
Hey.
So Kay, what are you up to before you go meet up with Red, if anything?
I don't think Kay did too much in the morning before that. They may have like just gotten up when they got a text.
Mm-hmm.
And I think they're still processing like everything that happened yesterday and then this stupid dinner that is happening tonight. and they kind of want to talk with Red, so they definitely are like jumping on this opportunity. So as soon as they're ready to go, like they grab like I don't know. They make sure that they grab Red's gun so that they can give it back. And then we'll grab some food once they get there, but doesn't really think about it.
Okay.
Just, like immediately like, oh, cool, something I can actually do, and then it's just gone.
Cool. So we'll cut to you entering the bar. Red is sitting there, probably on his second or third beer.
I'll go with just the second. I'm trying to cut back.
Right.
Good for your
Gotcha. So what do you do?
Hands in pockets. Just kind of look around, even though I know exactly where Red's going to be because Red's always sitting in the same spot all the time. And head over and say, "Hey."
I look over, kind of take a little double take. No, I don't normally like being negative to people who've been decent to me, but Kay, you look like shit. What happened to you?
Oh, you know, just kind of slides up in the next to where Red is. Life and the like. It's just they pull out the gun from where they had it just on their back and just slide it across the bar. This is yours.
Take my napkin, I put it over it, and then move it to the holster without looking directly at it, because that looks kind of shifty.
There's a couple of shots missing, right? At least one.
There's at least one. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So I don't know if Red can tell. It feels a little lighter.
I probably could smell the little gunpowder residue.
Maybe a little
I
bit.
know
Yeah.
what that smells like.
A little residue, a little leftover from the day before.
Yeah, that little fireworks smell.
Yeah.
Yeah, life. Okay, what's going on? You texted me about this party. I didn't know that you knew about the party, so let's do that thing where we be honest with each other. So why does my gun stink, and what's this about? What do you know about this party? Dinner party.
A question before all of those questions. You mentioned that you were with a ghost last night. Would this ghost happen to have the name of a Poindexter?
No. Yeah, with a personality of
Shit.
I don't know, a brick wall.
Yeah. Cool. Well, found out that he's been following me for God knows how long. And told me to go to this party. I don't even, Brett, I don't even know why I'm going to this party. To be perfectly honest, I don't want to, but he was so convincing.
Oddly enough, that's how I got my invitation. I just happened to be there when him and the Oracle were talking about going to this little shindig. I don't know if I'm invited or not, but it sounded interesting.
Well, you're invited now because I am sure as hell not going there by myself.
I don't know. Peter hasn't done anything to hurt me. I mean, as Peter as he is, I don't have any reason not to trust him. Maybe he needs help, but just doesn't know how to ask for it.
Well, I don't trust him as far as I can throw him, and I literally can't because he's a ghost. So, yeah, if you need me to pay for any like ammo. I can take care of that, or I may have used that.
As you're talking, Steve comes over and he's cleaning the glass, doing the classic bartender thing. You need anything, Cape?
Yeah. Irish coffee would be great.
You got it.
Thanks.
So I'm hoping the gun was self-defense, because I know you're 82 pounds wet. But I just need to know, am I going to be getting... Is any of this going to come back to me as this gun is legally registered in my name?
No,
'Cause-
I wish I could give you a definite answer to that.
Do you... If you need me to cover for you, you know, you can owe me
Oh,
one.
No, I am pretty sure it is covered by powerful people. Brett, how much do you know about my family? I know you know a lot of things. That's kind of your job.
Well, I'm good to putting faces to names and good at keeping my eye out for trouble. What specifically do you need?
Oh, I was just wondering what you knew because, well, last night I had an altercation with a couple people that used to work for my father, and also with passerby. And none of them are currently breathing anymore.
I take the snub-nosed pistol out of the holster and I flag down Stevie. With the napkin on it, I slide it. It's hidden under the napkin, and I say, "Gonna need you to dispose of this for me."
So one, I'm gonna need you guys to mark intimacy moves. So
That's a
Cool.
corruption.
yes,
Hey,
it
I
is.
get to steal one of your debts. Who do you got
Yep.
debts on?
Oh gosh,
Who
I'm
owes you,
owed
man? No, who owes you? I get to steal one of
Peter
those.
and you.
Oh.
So you get to steal one of his debts. I guess you couldn't really steal the debt that he has on you. So.
No, it would be so cool though. But I would love one of those ones you have on Peter though.
Yeah,
like,
that'd probably be nice.
All right.
Ironic justice.
Yeah. And just a reminder that Peter's new move that he picked up that allows him to appear because he cashed in a debt, you can also cash in a debt and make him appear before you. Just a reminder for everyone playing
Peter
at
on
home.
demand.
I remember. It's in my playbook.
I just want to do that because it makes Matt squirm. And as you are finishing up this conversation, and not a familiar face for you guys as characters, but a about 5'6", brown-haired woman, tan skin, in a sort of tannish pantsuit, walks in the door.
Has Steve taken the gun away?
Yeah, I'm sure that's already put away by now, but
Okay.
You
she
said
kind of
we don't
comes in.
So-
recognize her.
Drinking my beer.
You
I
guys
think
don't
this is
recognize her.
this.
Okay.
But you guys could try putting a face to a name if you want to.
I definitely could do that.
I would like to.
You
Is this
you
political
both can.
importance? Because
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I could do that.
Mm-hmm.
okay, so I've
Is
got
this
did my
mortal
homework.
faction?
Yes, it is mortal. So
Hey, I have
It's
that. Oh,
got
I
an
have
11.
less than I did. I got a 12.
nice.
Hey.
Red, what did you do?
I got an 11, and because of if this person is of any political importance, I know how to leverage some information.
Okay, so what was our case first? Since that's, but putting a face to a name on a hit, on a 10 plus, you've dealt with them before. You learn something interesting and useful about them, or they owe you a debt.
I think I've dealt with them before because I think I know
Okay.
who it is.
Yep. This is Emma. What was her name? What was Rodriguez?
Yeah.
Lopez. Sorry, I
I think
gotta
it was Rodriguez.
mortality. I did not write. Yeah. Make sure I got her name correctly. Surnames.
It is Diaz. I have it in my notes.
Diaz.
Diaz.
aha.
Yes. Emma Diaz. I don't have her marked down because she doesn't have any debts to anybody, but I'm sure that'll change here.
No.
No, never. And why did I lose my pen? How do I do this? I'm falling apart, people. I'm gonna mark her down real fast. But yeah, so this is in fact is Emma Diaz. So you have dealt with her before. Because there's a faction move, you can mark mortality.
I haven't marked already.
You already have it marked.
I do. I literally just need wild.
Just get up with some Fae. Or yourself.
That won't happen tonight or anything like that. I'm sure.
No, definitely not. But yeah, so you learned something interesting about them. Yeah, you've dealt with them before, and you learned something interesting about them. So, how have you dealt with them before, and what do you want to learn?
I think. Bum, 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 da, 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 da. Oh. All right. I think. she,
Matthew.
I think that she is having an affair with my father.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alrighty then. So he's got an officer in her pocket. So, all right. Yeah, this is you've dealt with Officer Emma before.
Yep.
Yeah. And Red, so you also got an 11, right? Which is also a full hit. It's a 10 plus.
So that means I know a dangerous secret. So maybe I
Okay.
know that dangerous secret.
Maybe.
I know how to leverage it.
Maybe you guys are familiar with the situation.
We both know, but we don't know that we
Yeah.
know.
And then you also because I mean that's your like what's it called? Your playbook thing, right?
Yeah, that's my aware move.
Yeah. You still can either they owe you a debt, or you can learn something interesting or useful about them. So
On a hit, I know a dangerous secret about them or their political machinations.
okay, but I'm talking about from the actual move in the playbook too, or the actual
Oh,
move
from the
too,
actual move in the playbook.
as opposed to your.
Well, if I do this, they owe me 2 debts. If I choose, she could owe me 2 debts in this case.
Oh. Or that political secret? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I'm just saying I know how to leverage this information, and she would owe me a debt. So this is in my playbook. So in that playbook, would those double up, or with those?
No. So that's yours is your thing when you put a face to a name.
Yeah.
So is like supersedes what the normal.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, so on a 10 plus, you leverage the information. So yeah, they owe you a debt because of this. You don't just know; you're holding it over her head.
Does she have to know that I know, or could I just bring it up in the moment and say I know this information?
Yeah, I think that would be a way for you to like cash in the debt, for you to be like, I kind of know this thing. So
hey, you know.
Yeah,
I sure do.
The more you know. But yeah, so she walks in, kind of comes in and sits down. She kind of like puts a hand up to Steve. He brings over like just a double of whiskey, sets it down. She looks over and she's like, "Morning."
Emma.
Okay.
Not wait.
Your friend?
Yeah.
I was asking for you to introduce him. It's normal polite conversation in situations such as this where you sit down and share a drink with somebody.
Red Abernathy.
She reaches over. Officer Diaz, I'm off duty this morning. Don't worry. At least for right this moment. But
You don't look like you're off duty.
I'm heading into work. This is had some weird stuff going on. I've fallen some weird leads. Steve's a good friend, so
Oh.
I kind of cast a glance at Steve and just like to her and see if he acknowledges that she knows.
he's just cleaning a glass. He doesn't give you any like acknowledgement or anything. So there's a weird animal attack on the island yesterday. Had to clean up that.
Hmm. Do they know what kind of creature was there? So like a bear?
Something like that, yeah. I quite haven't figured it out. They're calling a zoologist. Come check the markings, but yeah,
Was
it's
there
real gruesome.
Were there any did anyone get hurt?
I mean, there was 2 dead bodies and there's a security guard missing, but
Oh.
yeah. But I mean, all signs point to some sort of wildlife doing it, so keeping that in check.
Nice breakfast conversation.
Oh, and you've got my line of work. It kind of goes that way. Red, what you doing in town? You don't look like you're from here.
I'm just scoping out the local scene.
Mm-hmm. Haven't made your way down to register yet. Just saying.
I wasn't thinking I'd be in town this long. Just in town looking for a kid. Friend of mine's son up and ran away. Got a lead. He was up here, so I'm just gonna try and talk the kid into going home.
Yeah.
You know, just once I find him, I'm out of here. It's nothing. Not gonna make any waves.
How is kind of from like watching their interaction? How is Emma looking at him? Is she like trying to? Is she like really like not in like a hey I'm checking you out, but like is she basically being a detective trying to figure out who this kid is, why he's here in an intrusive way?
The way she's conversing with him, she seems like she kind of already knows.
Okay.
So.
Okay.
So you know, usually, I mean, I don't want to tell you how to do your job because I know you wouldn't come into my office to tell me how to do my job. But usually, when people come into town, specifically looking for people, they usually check in with the police department first. Any reason you haven't stopped by? We're not a big office, so.
I just wanted to keep it from getting out of hand or anyone worrying too much. I just asking around. Kid plays in a band, so I'm checking out more of those scenes. He's not the type to get in trouble with the law, from what I'm told. So,
all right.
And he probably didn't register with the police when coming in anyway.
Well, I mean, I was more talking about what you're doing. I mean, it's not like you're unknown about anybody, Red.
I can vouch for him, Emma.
It's interesting company to vouch for you, but could appreciate that. Well, as long as you guys are you're keeping your head above water and keeping fine company, I'll let you be on your way. But if you guys, know anything that's going on that might involve illegal activities or anything, I mean,
Emma, why in the world would we be involved with illegal activities?
it's a small town. That's all. It's just everybody's got their ear in each other's business. So, no, I really should get going. Steve, this has been great. Thank you. Bread, she like slams her card down and slides it over to you.
I stop it halfway because I assume I'm sitting between
Well,
them.
no, she's sitting on the other side of Red. Slides
Okay.
over to Red. So, if you know anything, or if you ever get in any situation, I mean, I know how dangerous private eye work can get. Just give me a call, text, anything. It's my personal number on there. So, just in case. I know, the happenings in Juneau are well, as you saw, heard with the island incident, getting a little wild. So she gets up, straightens her jacket. It's been a pleasure. And she walks off.
As soon as she starts walking away, I'll just kind of say, like, as she's walking behind me, I'll just kind of say, "Do you give your personal number out to all guys you meet?"
She ignores that and keeps walking.
I turn to Kay and go, she ain't my type.
It's not mine either.
I turn to Steve and I just go, she in the know?
What do you think?
Well, knowing who she shacks up with, I think she probably is.
Yeah. So
I think a few too many people are getting involved in what I'm involved in, and people have been getting threatened. So I'm gonna try and keep my mouth shut about most things, but I'll take your word if you think I can trust her.
Well, she's an interesting case. So, but I think she's all right for now.
I don't like her.
Think she was in here for you or for me? Said Kate. Okay.
I don't think she was in here for me. Well, certainly. I hope not.
Security guard
might have been in there for both of you, but whatever.
That's what Kay says.
Fair enough. I think we'll cut there for right now. Does anybody have anything else they want to do before we cut to everyone convening on the Elysium Lodge for the evening? Brody.
I would like one, yeah. I'd like while we're driving over.
Okay. Yeah.
Listen, Benj. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Like, we're heading to this fantastic inn, and I'm looking forward to whatever delicious delectables will be in front of us. But like, I want to help you realize your full potential. And like, I know you're talking to Daft, and like, I think there are other drug people. There's a coke wizard around. Where does your beautiful heart lie? What can I do to help you?
Kind of thinks for a moment. It's like, man, no one's ever really asked me that. You know what I want to be?
Where?
I want to be a veterinarian.
That's fucking sweet, man. You help the little puppers. You help the harp seals. I want to help you realize that dream.
Wait, what the fuck's a harp seal, man?
It's like it's a wet boy.
Oh, right, yeah.
You might have to go to a little bit of school to like fully get.
I mean that's what I'm trying to like sell drugs and shit, like to make money for that, and then like save up for college. Cause it's so expensive. The system is just designed to keep you down, man.
It's hella expensive.
Worst.
So like, I want to help you sell the most drugs, so it can help those little harp seals. You want to strike out on your own? A Benji?
Nah, man,
alone?
like that would be dumb. And his eyes get real wide as he's talking to you about this. He's like, that would be the worst idea, man. Like, it would just like going against, Mildred, who's kind of like my boss, and then there's like some other players. Like, I don't want to get in that business right now. Like, I just
Yeah.
want to keep my head down, just run some drugs through town, and just get out of town. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah. I mean, but if heads, we want to keep yours down, but if they start to roll, like, is there a different head you want to be behind? Daffs or Mildreds?
Oh man, I hadn't thought about that. I want to keep my head. You know, like
You got a good head. It's
it's a
pretty.
nice head, man. I
It's so
like it.
good,
It's a
my
good
dude.
head. I'm sorry. I can't keep a straight face very long during this. Also, saying it's a good head is just anyway. Yeah, man. It's like seriously, like if we could just like I don't know, like have them like team up or something, like a drug superhero squad, like drug Avengers
Oh,
even.
the Drug Avengers.
Yeah, the drug Avengers like go against drug Saruman,
The-
and we can have like a drug Batman, and like
The
that would be
drugstore
great.
The drugstore lead. We got it.
Yeah, the drugs to sleep. That sounds great. Like if we
Cool,
could
man.
just
Well, I'll do my best.
yeah, I just want to keep my head down and get out of town. You know what I'm saying? Like I just
Hell yeah. And we'll drive the rest of the way there.
you know what? I'm gonna say that was also an anticipated
Oh,
because
Oh
you
my
got deep into Benji's desires. So
boy.
Christ.
I have a question as I do this.
yes,
I would like. Can I change the flavor of a move from another archetype?
what would you like to do?
I would like the move is from the Benji. Brody had a rough time with Officer Emma, and the power
Right.
walking didn't succeed. I would like the move from the veteran called I'm too old for this shit. But Benji,
Okay.
Brody's not old. I'd like to say this is harsh in my mellow.
Okay,
And it
yeah,
basic-
as long as it's just
Same
it's
move.
still the same move. So yeah. Also, I love that. So yes,
So it lets me help escape situations that are dangerous.
I love it. This is amazing.
Christ.
This is harsh my mellow. I'm out.
Yeah.
Wow. Yikes.
If Brody and Benji are done,
Yes, I believe they are.
as much as I love that, and I do, I'm gonna look at Peter. Oh, first order of business.
Yes.
I forgot about this because I don't know what I'm doing. My
Fine,
web.
none of us do.
So my web, when someone's at my web at the beginning of the game, I can like find out shit about them.
Okay. Yeah.
So Mildred's been in my web. Can I find out some shit about her?
Yeah. So what does your web do? I'm actually on the Vamp Power or playbook. Okay. So
It says at the start of a session, which again didn't
yeah,
think about. Choose someone in your web and learn a secret about them that they'd rather keep buried.
yeah, they leave your web when only when they no longer owe you a debt. Right.
Mhm.
So, yeah. So you'd like to find out a secret about Mildred?
Yeah. Do I need to ask her? I'm not like. Do I need to ask my question, or you just want to like give me
Yeah,
something?
let's do
juicy,
that.
or-
I mean, just ask me a question. That'll help me structure some stuff.
What's Mildred's sweet spot? Like outside of
Oh, what is
indulging
she?
her, yeah, like what's really like her thing?
I think she really likes incurring favors. So it's a very Faye thing. Like making deals is something that she really enjoys. It's not even so much like the stuff that comes from that. It's the almost the act of making a pact is what almost it what basically gets her off.
I was actually in the middle of writing "gets off" before you even said that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's a very Faye thing. It's all about, like mingling webs and things. So
Cool. All right, sweet. All right. So I look at Peter.
mm-hmm.
I hold on to your hand and I take my other one and put it on top of it. Peter,
Yes.
you need a lozenge.
Why?
Ignore that question. No, you're fine. So I have a favor to ask of you for this evening's dinner.
What would that
I-
be?
I know you will say yes because we both have the same goals for tonight's dinner. So, I have two lovely guests coming before the fairy woman. And apparently more, but these are the only two that I know of. I want you to take Brody when he gets here and entertain him elsewhere. And I will entertain his friend elsewhere. And do not bother me until I summon you.
For the first time in character, Peter will smile. I think I have just the thing to keep Brody occupied.
Excellent. And then Daphne will let go of his hands, turn to face away from him, put her hands in her pockets of her freshly pressed slacks, and wait for Brody and Benji to arrive.
Okay. I was gonna say, is Kay and Red, are you guys like hanging out together the rest of the day before you go over? Like, what are you two up to?
I was planning on it.
Okay.
Unless, I mean, I was just gonna follow Red around. Because I have a car, and I don't think Red. I
He's
mean,
got a
I got a
rental.
rental.
I got a Prius.
My car is nice. We will be taking my car tonight.
Okay. So, is there anything else you guys would like to do before we get going? So,
The only thing that Kay will say is, what is Red wearing to this dinner?
what Red wears every day.
Kind of a gray shirt. It was a vest for some reason over it. Some your standard Dickies pants and some boots. But it's winter too, so he's got a winter coat and toque.
Oh, have anything nicer to wear?
I came up here to look for a kid. I didn't expect to be going to dinner parties, invited by a ghost.
Okay. Relative size-wise, this is more of like a red, or rather a out of character question. Would he be relatively sized, like equal to perhaps my brother or my father?
Probably father.
Okay. Okay. We're gonna swing by my house, and
Okay.
then we're gonna go because you look like hot trash.
Is
What
this something
time
I
of
could sit out
day
in the
is
car?
this? Yeah. Are you bringing Red into your home?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
We're never gonna get to this dinner party.
Come on.
Nope.
Knox is happy with that though.
Okay. What is your sister's name again?
Lauren.
Okay. Lauren's, as you step in, she's sitting around the dining room table. She's got her laptop up, some notes and stuff. She's working on some classwork right now.
Okay. When we get in, I guess into the kitchen, I'll go over to her. I'll give her a little kiss on the top of the head and say, "Hey, is Dad home?"
No, he's out. He's out with
Perfect.
Xavier actually. Well, little Xavier. So
Great. I gesture. This is Red. He doesn't bite, I promise.
Is he, and she kind of gives you a look.
No, but he's okay. I'll be back in 2 seconds if you want to just. You don't have to entertain him if you don't want to.
Kind of like looks up.
But
She's
he's
like,
gonna be in. He's gonna be. I look over to Red. Stay here. I'll be right back. And I'm gonna go up to my parents' bedroom and rape.
Amazing. This is so CW. It's perfect. She kind of looks you up and down, Red. So, what do you do?
I'm kind of like a detective, but specifically searching for people who might be missing.
That's so interesting.
I'm not with the police.
How do you know Kay?
We've
She's doing the
watched
little
each other's
sister thing
backs.
so well.
She got me
Yeah?
out of a few scrapes. I got her out of a few scrapes. You know, it's a big, scary, grown-up world out there.
So you keep an eye out for them, all right?
They seem like decent people. I'll keep an eye out.
They need it.
Yeah, I'm aware. But you know, when you're popular out there, you make friends, you make enemies. It's kind of the way life goes. You'll learn when you're older.
Mhm. She kind of like looks over and looks around. There's clearly nobody home, and she kind of like motions you in.
I'm down.
They're my favorite. So
Oh, that's just adorable.
keep them safe, please.
Will do, little lady.
She's like, I'm not little. She's like 22. Right? What was that? No, how old is she? 17, right? Yeah. So she's high school age. So
He's 50. He's pushing 50. So
yeah, that little lady works. She kind of like gives you like a giggle and waves you off, and she's like, I really have to get back to homework. So I can't believe they gave homework out over winter break or Thanksgiving break or whenever this is. It's still the middle of November. I forget. Time is loosened. Fluid?
Time is a social construct.
Yeah. Anyway. Yeah, so.
But yeah,
am I going to be
Goes
having
back
like
down.
lace cravats and crushed velvet?
no, not that. No. Kay is
God,
very,
Austin Powers.
very over the top. Their father's very nice, but not like ridiculous. Closer to what Kay wears. So there's a dark purple button-up shirt with a pinstriped suit jacket and pants. Very nice, like you can see your face in them shoes that Kay thinks might fit. And no tie, and a pocket watch. But the
Okay.
pocket watch is Kay's, not their father's, because they're not that stupid.
Okay. So I'll get changed as quickly as possible and vamoose as much as possible because Red doesn't want to run into Kay's daddy any more than Kay wants Red running into their daddy.
Yeah.
Okay, so that wraps up. You guys head over to the Elysium Lodge, and I
Very
think
quickly.
so. Now about this time, Brody and Benji show up.
Knock on the door.
Well, I'm already out there waiting for you. It is a lodge, so it's like basically like a hotel. It's like
Dad, what's going on? Is it dinner time? And I'm gonna try to give her a hug.
I'm gonna put my hand up.
Benji's coming from the other side, just like, Daphne! What? Oh, to be like, do you not like to be hugged? I'm sorry.
It's probably her fancy clothes for this dinner. She like.
That's right, yeah.
I'm nice and pressed.
Mhm.
Yes, that's exactly what it is. Brody,
What's up?
Yeah? Oh, sorry, Benji.
No, I'm Brody. You're Benji. It was a cool car ride. But
Sorry. I'm Benji. You're Brody. This is great.
I'm very purposely standing off to the side away from them. Just like I usually do.
Mm-hmm.
Peter, come here.
I look at Daphne, I'm like, I'll just step a little bit forward. I'll be like, yeah.
Here's Brody. Say hello to your friend.
I just wave. Hi.
What's up, Roomy? You here?
Hey, it's that dude.
Yeah, he like
dude?
stays with me, man.
Hey, dude.
Hi.
So I have a special surprise as part of the dinner. But I need Benji's help to make it extra special. So Benji, you will come with me,
All right.
and Brody, you will stay and wait for the surprise.
What's like the surprise?
Dude,
That's
don't
why
ruin the
it's a
surprise. Don't
Exactly.
ask about the surprise, man.
Yeah, man,
Like,
that makes sense.
bro-
That makes sense.
Mm.
Cool, I'll wait here. Yeah.
like,
Excellent.
Yeah.
but I get to come. And he's like,
Yes.
face lights up. Benji is super excited.
And
All right, man.
and Brody, I have a surprise just for you.
Awesome. Let's.
Dude, we each get surprises. This is
It's
great.
it's Surprise City, and
Yeah.
we just flew into Surprise City.
This is the surprise lodge, man. This is
Private
great.
jet. I'm excited. Let's
Mhm.
go.
He like goes for a high five.
Hell yeah.
I love it. All right, Benji, come along. And I
Alright.
will take Benji's hand and lead him to the happy house.
Okay, so who do we want to follow first? Benji and Daphne, or Matthew? Or Peter.
Do
and
Daphne, I
Brody?
think. I think
Sorry,
do Daphne
that
first.
too.
Yeah.
All right, so Daphne, where are you taking Benji?
So I lead Benji to the happy house. But to get to the happy house, again, it's invite only. It's a secret door down a winding hallway behind a tapestry. And the door is otherwise nondescript. I open it up.
Mm-hmm.
Some stairs lead down into like a basement level.
Okay.
And that's what opens up to basically what is this like Grecian opium den. Then there's a little table for two sat there.
Oh, this is my surprise dinner, Daphne. I'm flattered and like, yeah, I'd be
Stop
down.
talking.
Oh.
No,
Sorry. Oh.
your surprise is the thing Brody was telling you so much about. And I will lead him over to like there's like a center area, and around the center area are these like little sort of like more private areas that are like there's like curtains that hang over it, and they have like poofs and low tables with the pipes that you would smoke the opium out of, and it all is like just beautiful and lovely, and like it's like low dim light. And I'm gonna lead him to one of these sort of like side curtained areas. Gesture to one of the poofs and one of the pipes. Help yourself. And is there anything that I can get you while you try my wares?
That's whoa, that Daph, this is too much. I mean, no one's ever really laid out the red carpet like this for me more, man. Like it's no, I'm good. Like this is more than enough. I didn't even ask for this. Like I'm just here like helping out a friend. Like
I'm gonna
great.
lean forward slightly and like place a hand on the side of his face. Benji, you're special. I asked-
am?
Yes. Why do you think I invited you?
I don't know. I just because of Brody, like you guys are tight, right?
And then I'm gonna start like
Tight.
petting like his hair and place one hand on his shoulder and like close the distance a little bit.
Okay. Are you gonna? Yep. I know exactly what's gonna happen. He closes his eyes and like kind of leans in a little bit.
Oh god. Woo! Okay.
It's getting spicy in here, y'all.
Daphne's gonna grin at this because this is not what she was gonna do, but there's an opening, so fucking bitch is gonna take it. So yeah, she's gonna lean in and kiss Benji.
Oh.
And just it like sees if like if he returns it, if he seems into it or not.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
He's into it.
She's gonna pull him really close and like wrap both arms around him. And then she's gonna start to feed on him.
Yeah. One intimacy move, two feeding. So I don't know how intimacy works for vamps.
Great question. I
Let's
don't
check
either.
this. Vamp, if you have a physical or emotional, this is very physical. tell them a secret about yourself or owe them a debt. Either way, they enter your web and owe you a debt. So
I'll tell them a secret.
okay. So while you're feeding on Benji, what secret are you telling him?
Um, I think I don't know. This might tell me this doesn't count as a good secret.
Nope. Whatever you want to tell him.
Okay. Yeah. In the middle of all this, she's gonna tell him, "I've never had fairies before, and I'm so happy you're the first one." And she's gonna eat him dry.
Okay. So, yeah,
Hmm.
Benji's out of the playing field, y'all.
I do have to roll.
Yeah, but
Whew. Okay, so I got I got a 10. Okay, so I get to choose to do 3 things from a list.
okay.
I'm like, my heart is like racing right now. You guys, I've had this in the works for a long time. That's why I've been so nervous. Okay.
So what'd you roll? A 10?
Uh-huh.
Wow.
Like my hand is shaking. You can't tell, but it is. Okay. Well, I heal. Okay, so I actually only have specific options because
Yeah.
I am going to eat them entirely. So I heal a harm, which I don't have. I learn a secret about them, and I take a +1 forward.
You could also not kill him if you
No,
wanted to. No, you want to kill him?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, Daphne wants to eat him until he's nothing. And so she's gonna take so Daphne is an emotional vampire, so she feeds in on all of the emotions that he's feeling, which I imagine like start out like more
confusion and like there's like just like attraction and confusion and desire, but also like depression, and it just is this wave of these complex feelings of like loss and not having a place in the world, because as you're getting like further into these emotions, like they're getting more and more complex. You're getting past just the base level state of beings into who Benji really is, as you're just draining him of his essence. So you're getting into loss and like wants and pain and trauma and loneliness and all of these things that make Benji who he is outside of the flesh and blood. So eventually he is just dry.
Yeah, and I will lay him gently down on the ground and rest his head, like kind of prop him up on one of the poofs, kind of fold his hands in front of him over his lap, brush his hair out of his face, make him look presentable. What's the secret I learned about Benji?
You learn that he really wanted out of the game, and
Cool.
that he wanted to make something of himself outside of drugs. So
Well, fucking take your shot or don't, bitch. Woo, okay. Oh, I can't write right now. My hands are like I'll have to write that later. Ooh, Nelly. Okay.
Yeah, make sure you rewatch this, Knox.
Yeah. So yeah, that's a thing. I think in that moment we're gonna cut over to Brody and Peter.
Hold on. He could have been yours. You could have you could have had a servant. Oh my god. That was insane.
It was the worst. So, what's my surprise, dude? Where are we going?
So I have got to make sure that Brody keeps his ass on this porch. Well, Brody, I've been thinking about our little talk, and God, this is such bullshit. I've been thinking about our little talk, and I know that you offered to help me, make things right with my husband.
Yeah.
And I'm going to step up within touching distance of Brody. I'm just going to put out a hand. I'm like, won't you help me?
Hell yeah, my dude. And I'm going to grab his hand and bring him in for a hug and use my skim the surface.
Yeah, you will.
Yeah, you will.
Okay, barely. I got one. Gosh, that would have been bad. Okay, hold on now.
This is so fucking good.
I know.
We did. This is eat your fucking heart out, CW.
Yeah.
What are your options?
I have any option. I can take a corruption and do anything I want. I actually, you know what? Let's keep it easy right now. What are you thinking about this very second?
I'm gonna be honest. I'm thinking about what Daphne might be doing to Brody or Benji. That is all I can think about. And what I'm thinking about is keep him on this porch, keep him on this porch, keep him away from Benji.
Okay. Okay. As he pulls you close, I see you. I see you. Hold on. Give me a sec. Give me a hot minute. Just a hot minute. I see you giving yourself. It's a noble act. You've given of yourself, and you get a reward, a chance to become human again, just for just a hot minute. And you find your love. You embrace, and you slowly sway back and forth as you rise into the air. And you whisper in his ear, "Can I keep you?" And that's what I see. And I'm gonna mark a corruption.
Yeah, because I think you get something for lying to somebody about their
Yeah.
fortune. Yeah.
But I gotta go to the bathroom real bad, my dude. So I'm gonna head in there.
And I'm gonna step in front of him and be like, Brody, you can't go in there just yet, and I think you know that.
I see something coming, and I'm really excited.
And before you think about trying to get past me, you better think a fucking again. And I'm gonna push my hand out and lift his car.
Yes. Are you getting corruption for that?
Yep.
Okay. I am going to, as you do it, I'm gonna stare dead in your eyes. You wish, my dude. And I'm gonna use eyes that burrow. You cannot move. And I'm going to back into the house. You cannot move as long as I have your gaze.
Okay.
I'm gonna just walk backward, keeping eye contact, and you cannot do anything until I enter the house and close the door.
I'm going to chuck the car. I'm gonna flip it. It just goes once I have control of my faculties.
Yeah. So Brody backs in. The El Camino is.
No! Wait, my car?
Yeah, that was your.
Yeah, that was threatening you with it.
Does that change what you do if you realize?
No. I'm sad, but no.
The El Camino is now has smashed into some trees and has now rolled to the ground.
Oh God, I've lost everything.
You never know; it could be operational.
I will follow him inside once I flip the car. I'm like, whatever you're looking for inside this lodge, Brody. I'm telling you right now, you don't want to find it.
And I think that's where we're gonna end it for the evening. So. Because I'm awful and I know it. Oh shit. No, we don't have Ty, we don't have you next week, do we?
Not here next week, yeah.
Oh no!
We got 15 minutes.
We at least have 15 minutes. Is anybody okay if we try to stretch this?
Yes.
Okay, let's just
I am.
stretch it. Yeah. Sorry, I was really expecting a cliffhanger, but I just remember we don't have Ty next week, so we gotta finish this stuff up. So okay, so you're chasing Brody in.
Yeah, I'm walking in after him, I'm gonna say you maybe fool everyone else with your sweet little lamb act, but I know the kind of piece of shit you are.
I think I had a second before I closed the
Yeah.
door. So
Yeah,
I'm
but he can literally float through it if he wants to.
Yeah, I will now fade from physical contact.
No.
And I will. Sorry, I'm gonna mark a corruption to fade from sight and touch and just be here and
Okay.
here. And
Okay. What's the best for old Brody right now? I would like to use harshing my mellow. I tried to get out of this situation the best I
Okay.
can.
Okay. So you're escaping the situation.
I want to try to escape best I can.
Okay. So that is a whole take advantage of an opening. So you're gonna have to roll with blood.
Okay.
So
this is gonna get interesting.
I know, and I love you guys for it.
I do have, because I'm using harshing my mellow, I have +1 to my armor for the whole thing and +1 to the event, which once again just gets me to 7.
Okay. So on a 7 to 9, you choose 2 of you suffer harm during your escape. You end up in another dangerous situation. You leave something important behind. You owe someone a debt for your escape. You give in to your base nature and mark corruption. So you pick 2 of those.
I picked 2. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's do.
You're just gonna ride the corruption train all the way to Corruption Town?
Yeah, I'm already going pretty hard. I want to mark corruption. I want to end up in a different dangerous situation.
Okay. So I think. So one, yeah. So what does it look like when you give into your base nature as an orc?
I feel like Brody's eyes go completely white and just like no pupils, and the more that he is giving into it, his veins kind of pulse with a kind of just a dark color as he starts giving into it, using his visions for purposes that didn't really intend.
I think what this is going to look like for you giving your base nature is, so because you can see the future and so these things, you're almost controlling reality right now, and you're distorting the field around you of like what can be seen. So I think you sort of become hard to track, which helps you escape. And then another dangerous situation, the hallway you find yourself down leads down into the where Daphne has just finished feeding on Benji.
I can spend one of the holds I have on Brody to appear whenever he's in trouble. It says you hold one, and I have 2 hold on Brody. Whenever they get in trouble, you can spend your hold to be there.
So in trouble with you is still in trouble. So I think you all are down. What's your place called? The Happy Place or whatever?
Happy House.
The Happy House. You're all now down in the Happy House. Daphne has just like drawn the curtain back.
So as I appear behind
Brody has come down the way, and Peter has now appeared behind Brody. And about this time, probably Kay and Red are pulling up. So
as I appear behind Brody, I'm gonna say you can't run from me. You were there for my death. You've had prophecies about me. You're just as involved in my life as I am in yours.
Well, you live at my house, my dude, so clearly I fucking can't. But I need to see what the fuck is going down here. And I'm gonna use it again, and I'm gonna make it so you can't move.
So everyone's down in the Happy House now?
no, so it's the 3 of you, and then Kay and Red have showed up outside. So,
Yeah, I'm hearing Brody say this, and I can.
You're also hearing Peter.
Yeah, and I'm like, whoa, hold on, what the hell is going on?
I'm gonna try to back up to her maintaining eye contact with Peter so he can't move.
I don't have eyes anymore.
Yeah. You're right.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
I can't use that. You're right. Right, you are.
I don't have
amazing.
eyes.
I don't have eyes.
Are Brody's eyes still like whited out?
I think they're kind of coming down from that.
Yeah.
So he's like, the veins are sort of like slowly like seeding back into his like skin. His eyes are slowly rolling. You see these like distortion fields that are slowly fading from like his surroundings.
I'm gonna take a step back then, because I don't know what the fuck's going on, but I'm not into it. Let's all calm down here. We are in the Happy House. We are here to have dinner. And we have a guest of honor that will be here any moment. You don't ruin this for me, or else you are uninvited.
I'm not feeling super happy. I'm gonna pull out my cell phone. I'm gonna pull out the card of the cop.
Don't be stupid, Brody. You'll get that person killed. That, if you have any conscience that you pretend to possess, that death will be on you.
Where's my dude? Where's Benji? We were gonna have a nice little. We're gonna have Cheetos, maybe some Oreos, a nice wholesome dinner.
And Kay ring the doorbell at this time.
There is no doorbell. It's a lodge. You just walk in.
It is a lodge.
It's like a hotel.
Cool.
So you guys walk into the lobby right now. You're just
Yeah.
sort of standing there. You could, if you wanted to, cash a debt to summon Peter to you. Just because I'm a shit stirrer and that's my job.
I don't think it
Can I
will.
roll my snoop?
What's that do?
I got a snoop.
Yeah,
That's
what
my
does that
special
do?
thing to do. It lets me hold. If I roll 10 or higher, I can hold 3 and ask you questions about the location, like threats, recent things that have happened, greatest dangers.
Yeah, snoop around.
There is like a perception area though. I should mention.
Yeah.
Because it's basically a hotel.
And then
Yeah.
there's that secret
can hold.
passage that, but he
Yeah.
can hold it, so.
So I have 11.
Okay.
So I can hold 3 and I can ask questions when I want to while I'm still in this area
Okay.
as I snoop around. I rolled a natural 20 in my perception check. Wrong
Is there any
game.
question you want to answer or ask right now? So.
Who or what here is not what it seems?
So you're kind of like, you've walked in and you kind of see this reception desk and everything, and you see, because Brody wasn't great about shutting the door behind him, there's a little bit of a, like, there's almost like a panel that is open slightly.
There's a little bit of a car.
Well, there's
There's
a
a bit of
there
a-
too.
So sort of
But
crime
I'm
insurance.
definitely
pointing
noticed that.
panel, the secret panel that is sort of slightly open right now.
Okay, I'm gonna make note of that, and I don't see anyone or hear anyone, so I'm gonna say, I'm gonna see if I can get Peter here. Hey, Poindexter, you around? And I'll pull in that debt.
Peter, you get sucked right up to the top.
Okay.
You're still voice. I know you're still voice.
Wait, can I deny the debt?
It's a different. It's not technically refusing a debt. It's
Okay.
he's cashing in a debt to summon you.
I
So you are
was
summoned.
asking. Okay.
Yeah.
That's fine. Then I will be summoned.
All right. And I can't see you, so you just see Kay and me in the lobby going, hey, Peter, Poindexter, you around here?
I'm a little busy right now.
Oh, hey, Ghost Man.
Yeah.
Here for your party.
Yes.
Yeah, what's with the El Camino? That looks a lot like that Brody guy's car in the parking lot. Everything going okay?
Yeah, that's not really the party I was looking for or hoping for.
It's the dangers of using drugs while driving.
It was upside down and wrapped around the tree.
That's correct.
Oh.
I will say we're busy right now getting everything prepared for the marvelous dinner.
So while you guys are doing this,
Yes.
then we're gonna jump back down to Benji and Daphne, or Brody and Daphne, because that sounds amazing.
He's holding the card and the phone. Where's Ben? My dude, cause like the PD, he had some like bad mind pictures about what was going down. So like, where's my dude?
He came to dinner.
Cool. Well, like I wasn't at that dinner, so like, where is he now? Cause like, I mean,
Dinner's over.
can I try to figure you out?
Yeah, you can definitely roll to figure her out. So that's a roll with mind.
Is Brody in my web now? He's
What
threatening,
is?
he's threatening my interests.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So
Sure
does
am.
what does entering your web do? Remind us of that.
It gives they owe me a debt, so Brody owes me a debt. He already
Yep.
owes me one, so this will be a second one.
Yeah.
But then I can I get benefits.
Okay. When they're in your web.
Yeah, and then also if they still owe me a debt at the start of the next session, I can find out secret stuff.
About them, right? Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So we get to ask each other a question.
So what did you roll?
I rolled an 8.
Okay, so yeah, you each get so you get to ask 2 questions and she gets to ask 1. So that's the way that works.
Yeah.
So on a hit.
Oh yeah, because
roll
I get 2.
And then so you can ask a question and Daphne will ask a question and you'll ask a question.
What is your beef with Benji? That's a legit question. That's one on the
Yeah,
list.
literally what's your beef with blank? So
I don't have one.
I know.
No, her turn.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, what are my list of questions?
Who's pulling your character strings? It's I know the figure with someone out, but I'll read it for you. Who's pulling your character strings? What's your character's beef with? What's your character hoping to get from? How could I get your character to blank? What does your character worry might happen? How can I put your character in my debt?
What was the one figuring out where your character wants to get to or whatever?
How could I get your character to, or what's your character hoping to get from?
How can I get your character to get to GTFO?
GTFO. At this point, give him Benji.
Okay.
And dude, this has been real corruption heavy. What are you worrying might happen?
I'm worried that I'm gonna get killed. And not necessarily by Brody. Just generally. Do I get to ask another one or is that it?
That's it. So he gets asked 2, you get to ask 1 because he was figuring you out. So yeah. So
Brody, if you want to continue to play in this field of drugs, if you want what I have, then you need to leave now. And I want to cash in my debt on Brody.
okay. So you can get him to do a favor, lend a hand, get in the way, answer a question, erase a debt, or give you a debt.
The favor I want is for him to leave. I will do me a favor, Brody. I will give you Benji back. But it will be tomorrow. Not tonight. Benji has agreed to stay here with me.
Oh no.
Do I believe her? Well, you know what?
Yeah, that's honestly a question for you, really.
Not. You know what? Yeah, I owe you one, Daph. I'll go. You know what? I'll go. I'll see Benj tomorrow. It'll be a great time.
It will be. And here, as a token of my gratitude, I grab some opium. Here you go. For the road, on the house, on the happy house.
On the happy house. Cool. Is anyone to stop me as I walk out and leave?
So you're gonna walk past Kay and Red, and Ghost,
I'm out
not
of it,
Seeable
yeah.
Peaster. Yeah. So
Is anyone gonna stop me?
Kay is very interested in, now that it's been Brody attached to the car, Kay is concerned about Brody. So yeah, if they see Brody kind of like yeah, they'll walk over and say, Hey Brody, what's going on?
been a hell of a fucking night. Okay, it's great
Yeah.
to see you. I think he's gonna look around and kind of whisper, "This place is fucked. I get out if you can."
So your car, I will say, because I mean it's still like it's not like Peter could toss it very hard. So it hit a tree and there's like a dent on one side, but it's like landed upright and it probably looks drivable at this point.
Listen, Kay,
Mhm.
you're the Miyagi to my Daniel-san. I think you should get the fuck out of here. You want to come with me? I'm offering that to you. Otherwise, place is fucked. I wouldn't stay.
I'm not sure I get your reference, but
It's the Karate Kid. It's a good movie. It's about a young boy. He wanted to be a karate master. There was like a bad group of karate kids. They were the Cobra Kai. They wanted to sweep the leg, and that's
okay.
an illegal
alright,
move.
Okay. How does that? Okay. Why is this place bad?
Uh, I've got you've helped me,
Mm-hmm.
okay, in the past months about feeling from right here and occasionally here, but mainly here. And the feeling I get is that you don't want to be here. The people here, they're garbage. And I think something's gonna go down tonight, and I think you don't want to be here. Please, I trust me. Like you should trust me. I'm gonna try to cash in a debt with Kay.
Okay. What are you trying to cash in? So
I
asking
want
her
her
to do
to.
a
I want her to
favor?
come with me.
Okay.
Yeah, I want her to
So
come
you're
with
asking her to lend you a favor, or yeah, at a moderate cost. Um, yeah, I think that seems about right. So you can also try to refuse the debt.
She's gonna either have to refuse mine or his, because my debt was the one thing that got her here.
Well, she
Yeah.
came to dinner. She did come.
The dinner's not started. I was far more specific than that. Drama.
You can also ask her to get in the way of someone else or lend a hand to your efforts. So
I think I'm gonna try to refuse. I'm gonna say, Brody, I think there's something really important happening here tonight. I don't think I can just leave. Ah! Oh no. What is my heart? That makes the difference. What are you, hearts? Okay, I rolled a 7.
okay,
Which is not
So-
great.
but you still or weasel out of the current deal. But you either owe them an additional debt, lose face with their faction, or you mark corruption. So
That's easy.
Well,
depends on how close you are being to fully corrupted. Honestly,
that's
That's
true. I
true.
haven't I want to be more corrupted, so I'm actually gonna go that route.
Yeah, corruption moves are sweet.
I want one of these. Like real bad.
okay.
I say, Benji. I mean, you have my number. If there's something that you really need, like, is your car okay?
I think it's drivable. It did get thrown very hard, but I got some. I hope it's a toughie. I'm gonna give you a text at some point, probably tonight. Just keep an eye on your phone, and I wish you the best. And he's gonna put a hand on their shoulder, but not use any abilities.
Okay. Okay, so Brody's leaving, and I think we will call it there for this evening.
As Brody leaves in El Camino, he's gonna call Emma.
Okay. I think we'll save
Bad
that
move.
for picking up what happens there when you get back, because you won't be joining us next week. But yeah, I think that's.
Oh my god.
That was awesome.
So yeah. So thank you everyone who stuck around and hung out with us this evening. I know there was a lot going on, so for you to spend your time here was wonderful. Thank you, Other Doc, for rating us with 4 people. That was awesome. I really appreciate it. Thanks everyone who hung out in chat and made it awesome. I couldn't ask for better players. That was wonderful, and I am loving this so much. So yeah, just go around, tell us where we can find you. who you are, who you played, and your favorite moment from this evening. I know it will be hard to choose.
Oh Christ! Yeah.
We'll start backwards. Matthew.
Oh fuck me. I am Matthew Foreman. I am at Matthew W Foreman on Twitter. I am over at Dice Priority. You can find me running shows, playing in shows, designing stuff. Check me out on Twitter where I keep you up to date with all the latest happenings. And on that channel, I even play with Ty, where our characters are actually kind of lovers, which is nice. And we
lovers, but like romantic lovers.
Yeah, we actually like each other on that channel, so that's nice. My favorite moments of tonight. Oh my god. Okay, I won't talk. Okay, I'm doing 2 because that's all I can do. That's all I can do.
That's fine.
Well, no,
I'm fine. Narrow it down as far as you can.
Daphne eating. Yes. God. But also when we made that deal, it all came together. That's it. Mm-hmm. Yes. Yeah. Those are the 2. Yeah.
All right, Maria.
Hello, I am Maria. I am at Happy Capture on the Twitterverse, where I scream a lot about a lot of different things, mostly tabletop RPG games and such. Well, everything that happened in the last 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Oh God. No, I can't. That whole last bit, because there were so many
Intricacies and just everyone's in the same spot for once. Like it's just,
and it's not pleasant. And I thought, like, oh, once we're all together, it'll be great. No,
this is not another tabletop game where everyone's a party. This is not a party. This is everyone's got their own shit going on, and it's fantastic. All right, Max.
Yeah. Max, King, Andals, 7 Kingdoms, Protector Realms. I can be found on Max D20, and where I talk about RPGs and random weirdness of life. But my favorite part of tonight was probably the constant countering in the PvP. It's like, I do this, no, I do this, I lift up your car, I back away. And just everyone how many corruption points were gained in total this game?
We need an Urban Shadow stats or something.
Yeah. So I'm predicting a couple of you are going to be out due to over corruption before this game hits its 12th episode.
They always come back as a threat, so it's always fun. Anyway,
I think they're already here as a threat in some cases.
Yeah. All right. Ty.
I'm Ty. You can find me here. You can find me on Twitter somewhere, and I am on Dice Priority on Tuesdays, running Dragon Heisters with Matt and some other people that are great. Gosh, my favorite moment there, where I'm gonna at least do 2. Watching Benji die was horrible. It was the fucking worst. But it was great. It was great, but I hated it. And then I enjoyed the battle between Peter and Brody.
Yeah,
that was fun.
The battle of wills. Yeah, it's awesome. Nox, last but not least.
Hi, I'm Nox. You can find me on the internet at NoxNocto, where I tweet about whatever I want, but especially games. I'm here on Variant Roles every Sunday while we're playing this. I'll be in a couple one-shots over on Anaris's channel as part of his Fun Shots series, so playing some neat indie RPG, so stay tuned to my Twitter for more information about that. Yeah, my favorite moment from tonight. Yeah, Brody and Peter's Battle of Wills was really fun to watch. Killing Benji was a lot easier than I thought it would be. I thought there was going to be a little bit more resistance, but no dice. He was all about it.
But he did think you were gonna kill him. The poor Benj.
To be a vet.
And it's not even like I'm sucking your blood, like this feels wrong. It's just like, no, I'm just taking your emotional energy. It's like sneaks up on you. But I think if I have to, just to
pinpoint.
Just differentiate, I guess. The conversation with Brody at the end to get him to leave. Especially telling him that, especially Daphne saying, "I'll bring Benji back to you tomorrow night," but he's staying here. Yeah.
Awesome. And I'm Taryn. I am your master of ceremonies. Obviously, you can find me on Twitter at TarzanNoZ. Man, my favorite moments, all of them. No, I think watching Peter turn around on the person that he had just turned around on somebody on was so great. Just being like, no, I'm gonna flip this for my benefit. I don't think I didn't even see that coming. Like I was just like, oh, this is brilliant. This is great. I love it because that's what Urban Shadows is all about, is literally just playing all the cards you have and turning people against each other. And it was awesome. But the whole session, you guys were amazing. I can't believe I get to run a game for you guys, and it's just a blessing. But for those of you that have stuck around this long, I know we ran a little late, but Ty will not be joining us next week because of Memorial Day weekend. So I wanted to make sure that we got him through this scene.
I bailed and called the cops.
Yep. Which is going to be great. It's going to go great. Anyway, but yeah, so thank you for watching us. We are Variant Roles. Make sure to follow us on Twitter, follow us on Twitch, subscribe if you like what we do here, drop bits, and then if you can, support us on Patreon. All that stuff is down below because that helps us offset costs of like this and overlays and just books if we're doing like full community games and things like that. It just kind of helps us, support the communities of the channel. If you want to play with us sometime, feel free to reach out to us. We want to be an intro for people that want to jump into streaming, or I think we're an awesome community and I love it. But yeah, so thank you all for joining us. Please join us next week. Yes, Knox.
We're actually gonna raid another channel. Great suggestion from Alexis.
Oh yeah, cool.
Since we've got
Raid.
are they what? I don't know what category they're streaming under. Oh, okay. Yeah, so we'll go ahead and I guess oh, that's right. I get to type in the chat. Guys, I know what I'm doing. Right, it's /raid. All right, we're gonna go ahead and raid these fine folks. I played with one of them before. I can definitely vouch they're awesome community.
Okay,
cool.
So yeah, thanks guys for joining us, and let's go do the raid thing.
Raid, not whatever that sounded like. Yeah.
In 3, 2, 1.
Did you hit the raid? You click it. You gotta click it.
We're great at this.
And we are